Everybody has to do shopping in a supermarket, shopping for food. We go up and down the aisles, we put things into our carts, we check them out, we put them into bags. And when we get home, we move those items from the bag and place them in an appropriate place in our kitchens and pantries. We have cabinets and we have refrigerators, and we take items out of the bags one by one and we put them where they belong. And that's one of the things that comes to us naturally. We learn how to do that growing up, and we just learn to do those things instinctively. Shopping for video assets and digital assets is another story. A lot of us didn't grow up with an innate sense of how to organize this stuff, and it can be very, very easy to become overwhelmed and lose track of what we have, not know what's in our file folders. So it's very, very important from the start to organize our assets so they are at the ready when we need them. And what we're going to do right now is unpack the real estate video kit, all of the assets contained in the real estate video kit, and place those assets into the appropriate file folders on our computers. So let's start by creating two file folders. Create a file folder called Real Estate Video Kit, and create that on your hard drive before you download your assets, and then download all of your zip files into Real Estate Video Kit. Then create a Video Creation Center. Make that another folder. And in that folder, you can have a bunch of subfolders. And we will be moving our assets from the Real Estate Video Kit into the Video Creation Center. So you will have them at the ready and they will be accessible when you're creating a video. I've designed this here in this tutorial so that you can use the Video Creation Center for any of your video projects, really using any kind of software. I'm going to concentrate on Easy Video Lab right now, but you can adapt this and change this to meet the needs of other creation tools as well. First folder I'm calling Addons. The add-on folder is a folder for images that you use as overlays in a project, transparent images of people, MOV overlay video files that go on top of other files. What you see on the screen right now is an MOV overlay of a creature who's very, very busy helping me on the back end here organize things. You can create a separate audio file. Background images. Background images are full-size images that serve as the background for the video. Then you've got your background videos. I have a green screen folder. I don't use green screen assets in Easy Video Lab, but I keep them at the ready. And I have supplied a series of green screen videos with the Real Estate Video Kit. So if you are working in Camtasia or Keynote or any kind of video compositor software program that uses green screen technology, you can use them there. I've got projects folder. You may want to separate your projects topically and keep the projects. Of course, we have our templates folder. Templates are key to Real Estate Video Kit. We have lots of templates for Easy Video Lab. Tutorials folder is a good thing to have. When you're purchasing a kit like this from other developers, often you will receive a folder of tutorial videos to show you how the software works. So those are downloadable. You can put them on your computer. In our case here, I have our tutorials online. And then there is a folder called Video Loops. Trust me, just make the folder if you're going to be working with Easy Video Lab moving forward. There are freebies from the software creator that are loops. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'll do that in another video, but create the video and just trust me on that. Now we have two empty folders, and we're going to go over and download our assets. We have a new member portal, and on our welcome screen right here, we see these links that we can click and download our resources. With a PC, of course, we're going to right-click and save the link as, and save that to our folder, Real Estate Video Kit. So here are all of the downloads. They're all zip files. And step number one is to unzip the zip files so that we can start to work with our assets. So what I will do is I will extract it, and that will create a separate folder. Now what I will do first is go through these zip files, unzip them all first, and I'll put my video on pause to save you some time. All right, here we are back in the Real Estate Video Kit folder, and I have my zip files appearing at the bottom and all of the unzipped files on top. So the first thing I'm going to do is just hit delete and make that a smaller file right there. All right, now what I want to do is unpack these. These are my little packages, and I'm going to put them into the appropriate folders in the Video Creation Center. So let me start with the templates. Let's take a look at the templates. Wait a minute, let me see here. I have 2 template folders. For some reason, I downloaded 2. 15 templates is what I started with when I built this product, and I now have 23. So let me stick with this one here. We have 25 actual, okay, so 25 real estate templates. Now for each template there is a template file and a video file, and that is for use in the library. That is absolutely as it should be. So I'm going to, let's go back here to the start again. I'm going to click once. I've got real estate templates. The next click brings me to the file. So just so I don't have to click too much, I'm going to take this file folder and I'm going to move it over to templates. All right, and if I click on templates there, you'll see there is my folder. So back to my real estate video kit file here. I have emptied out that shopping bag full of templates, so I will delete that folder. Let's see what else I want. Let's take a look at the background videos. We've got a bunch of background videos right here. You can take a look here. When you, at first glance, you'll see that some of them will look very, very similar, and they are similar. I have created some of these with different degrees of opacity. For instance, this is a Pink Mountains video that I like, and I've got that in 3 degrees of opacity, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to take the 27 background videos and move that over to my background videos folder. Same drill. I don't need this anymore, so I will just get rid of that. I do have some green screen assets. You're not going to use these with Izzy Video Lab, but lots of folks are working with Camtasia and other video compositors who can use these. I have these assets for you. I'm going to move those over into the green screen folder. Some cool chat bubbles, animated chat bubbles. And then I also have some green screen house emoticons. I created these. These are animated house images with a kind of bounce and do all kinds of things. So they're really, really cool, and I'm going to move them over into the green screen folder also. Okay. Back here, delete. I've got a bunch of background images for you. These are mostly 1920 by 1080 dimension, the landscape mode. You can use them in 1080 by 1080 square videos also with a little bit of, adjustment. So they're cool for that. And so those are good. And you'll see also all of the assets are keyed. So when you're working in the Easy Video Lab library looking for assets and you really want to zero in on what you're looking for, you can use words here. And if you're looking for something with brick background, there's lots of that. We've got a stone exterior here, we've got houses, we've got all kinds of stuff. So we're going to move our background images into background images. All right, and then ding. We have some pre-keyed videos. Now what these pre-keyed videos are, they're background videos, but these are not just backgrounds. These are background videos that are built in with characters. Let me see if I can get a better view here of some of these extra large and make this a little larger. So here's a square one, and most of these are 1920 by 1080. So what these will let you do is just make your videos a lot faster if you like. So you've got your chat bubbles built in, your exclamations, your characters enter into the screen, and so it's kind of everything minus the text. And that may make things easier for some folks. I thought that would be a neat thing to do. And that is going to go into our background videos folder. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. And what do I want to look at now? Let's take a look at our house emoticon videos. Again, these are 1920 by 1080. These are also pre-keyed videos, the same type of thing. But these feature the house emoticons, the animated house emoticons in different, emoticons with different moods, and that also goes into the background videos folder. And poof. Now I have pre-keyed house emoticons with background, and this is another batch of them. All right, and again, everything is pre-keyed, working with different backgrounds, and you can just add your text there. And those are more background videos. So there we go. Boop. I want to talk about these a little bit. First, I will go to the house emoticons. I have these also designed as transparent images. So these are static images with a transparent background that you can bring into your video, as an image overlay. And that's what the PNG files are for. So I'm going to put those in here as add-ons. And I'm going to also, not that you really need it, some people like to work with the JPEG files. The JPEG files look exactly the same as the PNG. The one difference is that the backgrounds are not transparent. These are white. So if you're working with a white background and you want to bring these in on a white background, that's cool. Some people like to have the JPEG folders on hand because they're lighter in the web. They're faster loading and so forth. So if you are building additional collateral, let's say you're building a web page with a white background or print materials, and you would like to have corresponding images on your website or in your lead magnet or handout, images that correspond with what you have online, these JPEG files are a little bit lighter. And so I'm just going to put them in the add-ons anyway, just to keep them in one place. I think I moved them both in. I forgot to delete the PNG folder. Here we go. I will do that now. I'll delete them both. Now, last but not least, we have our house icons in 3 formats. We've got our PNGs, and these are very cool. You can use these in your lower thirds. You can make these small. You can make them full size in a square video and put your text on top of this. They are transparent, so you can use them on top of a video or another image. And I have a whole bunch of colors, so I think these are very, very cool. And I'm going to put those over in the add-ons. And then get rid of that folder. Again, same thing with the JPEG folders as last time. These are just additional pictures in another format. They look exactly the same, but if you want to use them in your lead magnets or elsewhere, and you want a file that's a little bit lighter, that's great. I have these also in SVG format. And I have these in SVG format because a little birdie, I think a little birdie said somewhere in the Easy Video Lab group that at some point that software would be developed to handle SVGs. Additionally, a lot of people who are working with Easy Video Lab are also working with Easy Animator Pro. That's additional software that uses SVG now, and for people who want that, I made that as well. So you have all 3 types. And there we have it. An empty folder. I can go on to my next product, or I can, better yet, I can start working with these now. So I'll be back to you in another video.